Hey, what's up YouTube? So you're here today because I'm doing an unboxing of the TP LINK 4G LTE router. But just give you a bit of background of why I got this. So in our area, DSL is really bad, or VDSL as we know here in the UK. And my local telecoms communication provider, they suggested I go the 4G route, and it's amazing for my needs. I live literally in the middle of nowhere, do a lot of video uploading and e-gaming, and I originally started off with this. This is the D-Link DWR921. Speeds are okay. There were a few issues with it. You'd only, for some strange reason, it had nothing to do with the SIM card, nothing to do with the telecommunications mast or anything like that, but this router would only do really 4.5 to 5 gig sessions, and if you're uploading media to Dropbox or YouTube or whatever, it becomes really annoying because the reboot time on these is about 2 minutes. So out with the old, in with the new. This is the replacement that I've decided to pick up. Again, it's compatible with a local telecommunications provider, but it's the TP LINK 300 megabits wireless N 4G LTE router, and very complicated long name, TL MR6400. No idea what the MR means. Medium range? I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm supposed to be, but I'm not. So, what's in the box? As you can tell, it looks pretty similar, apart from the colour, to the old one. So, let me just take the SIM card out of there. Let's put it to one side. So we have a look at what's actually in the box. So, in here, loads of instructions, and stickers, and what looks like SIM card adapters. So micro SIM and nano SIM, we don't need them. 3-year warranty, some other crap that I'm not going to read, and technical support. So at the bag, shiny. So TP LINK, it looks quite nice. So on the back, 3 LAN ports and a LAN/WAN port. This is if you want to plug DSL in. Power adapter, on-off switch. And it's already been powered on actually. I don't know whether that's from the factory. And then 2 antennas. Antennas are here. It reminds me of a DJI Phantom for some strange reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they look a bit bladey. Look a bit like helicopter blades, don't they? You can get external antennas for these, by the way. I tried one, but to be honest, in my area, 4G's signal is quite strong. So it's quite compact, it's quite small. Typical LAN cable and a power adapter. So let's get this baby plugged in. So here we are, I've plugged it in, powered it up, put the SIM card in, got the Wi-Fi password from underneath it, and we're now presented with the TP LINK login page. So when you open it, it's just admin, clicky the linky, and it's already connected. I haven't had to do anything to it, which is great. So it's obviously pulled the settings down from the internet service provider. So let's do some speed tests. It's already used 95 meg, which is a bit bizarre because I've not done anything yet. So that's quite interesting if you're on a metered internet connection. Okay, so let's have a look at what the speed tests say. So beta.speedtest.com. Okay, here we go. So previously I was getting about 5 meg down and roughly about 7 meg up with the old D-Link. So let's see what happens here. So the ping's still relatively high, or high for normal DSL lines, but I guess that's within the range as long as it's under 100. So you could possibly game with this. I mean, I do a lot of sim racing. It doesn't affect me on 4G whatsoever. Well, it did to some extent with that 4.5 to 5 gig cap, which was really annoying, certainly if I'm doing any live streaming as well. But instantly I'm getting way more speed than I was before. So I was getting about 5 previously, now it's jumped way up to 14.84. That's pretty typical. I mean, on my iPhone outside with full signal, bearing in mind, this is flicking between 50 and 75%, and as you see, in fact, here, you'll notice that this is not the ideal place to have a 4G router. Yeah, it's pretty much doubled across the board, I would say. It's certainly better than my DSL. If you have a look at the speed test that was running here, you'll see that my DSL is absolutely crap. So verdict on the TP LINK, I've already got into the basics so far, but it's pretty good. It does the job. Insert your SIM card, hopefully the settings pull down from the ISP, and away it goes. Having a quick look in here, it is on the latest version, although I did spot one thing. My internet service provider stated that this was the latest thing that they could offer for free on their plan, but I do have one small issue. So the hardware version here is MR6400 version 1 and lots of zeros. But if I go on the drivers page, but they've got version 2 here. So they obviously stopped with this router for whatever reason, because if you have a look here, April 5th, 2016, firmware 160322. If I go back to the page, it's on the latest. So for whatever reason, TP Link decided to stop with this version and the firmware and build it into version 2. What the differences are, I don't know. But for a 4G LTE router, it's got surprisingly a lot of features. So status page here basically shows you the firmware version. If you're on 3G or 4G, I'm on LTE, which is pretty much 4G. Shows me my IP address and my DNS server. I could probably change these to try and tweak things, so if YouTube is buffering slightly, I could probably change that to maybe Google's DNS, but I don't really feel the need. Interesting to see this, that the traffic statistics, I've done 2 speed tests and it's used 141 meg, where usually a speed test will only take about 40 meg. But I mean, the upstream and downstream is not really telling me. 1K, it's not really a lot, so I'll have to investigate that. And as I say, I've got mine connected all the way up there, so it's not really the ideal place, but I will be tidying all this up later. Probably do another video on this. Yeah, we'll do that later. Thanks for watching.